Football. Soccer. Whatever you call it, it's more than just a game. It's passion, history, and a sport packed with unbelievable stories waiting to be told. From the obsession with World Cup sticker albums to the high-stakes world of professional foosball, and even an amputee team in Sierra Leone, we're bringing you some of the most unique stories from the world of football. And first up, we're diving into the origins of one of the sport's most jaw-dropping moves, the legendary bicycle kick.
The beautiful game of soccer, or as the rest of the world calls it, football. Football is a difficult game. Like any difficult game, it has difficult moves. But the hardest move of them all is the awe-inspiring, godlike, unparalleled bicycle kick. But the origins of this world-class move are sharply contested between 3 Latin American countries. So we want to know who invented the bicycle kick. Brazil, Peru, Chile. You see, depending on who you ask, the bicycle kick has 3 different names and a contested origin story. If you go to Latin America, many people will call this kick La Chilena, which means the Chilean. And it's all because of this guy, Ramon Unzaga. The year is 1914. Popular tradition has it that Unzaga invented the kick in a football match in Chile. The Argentinian press took notice of this spectacular play and decided to dub the move as La Chilena, which means the Chilean. But in Peru, Peruvians will claim the kick was invented in Callao, Peru's largest port. It was the year 1892. Many believe that Achalaco, as Callao locals are known, was the first to try this acrobatic maneuver in a game against British sailors.
Cheerio.
Some say that Chilean spectators witnessed this move, which Peruvians called La Chalaca, and took it back to Chile. Now, in Brazil, they will give you their own story. Some have suggested that the Brazilian Leonidas da Silva was the first to ever develop what Brazilians call bicicleta. Word is, when Leonidas made the move, the referee was so startled, he didn't know if it was even a legal play. The truth is that it's really hard to pin down the inception of this amazing move. And whether its origins are Chilean, Peruvian, or Brazilian, one thing is for sure. The bicycle kick is truly a Latin American invention.
Next up, remember these? From the thrill of opening a fresh pack to the frustration of that one missing player, the World Cup sticker album craze has united fans across generations in a global obsession.
Soccer is the most popular sport in the world. And for soccer fans, there's a collectible item that's taking their world by storm. The Panini Soccer sticker album that comes out every 4 years. We'll let this guy explain how it works because, well, he wrote an entire book about stickers.
My name is Greg Lansdowne and I'm the author of Stuck on You, the story of football stickers.
Okay, Greg, so what's this all about?
Well, it's a very simple concept. You start off with the album, and from there you need to collect packets of stickers. For the World Cup, there's 5 stickers in every packet. In this particular World Cup album, there's 682 spaces to fill. And the idea, or the name of the game, is to fill up the sticker album. Once you start getting doubles of stickers, that's when the real fun element comes in and you start swapping with people. Panini's first album, Mexico 70, started off with the album being distributed in just a few European countries. That's now grown and you can get Panini stickers in over 100 countries worldwide, and that's growing every single tournament. I'm sure they will leave no stone unturned to make sure that you get stickers in the hands of everyone around the world, ultimately.
Who is the biggest collector in the world?
Well, there is a gentleman in Italy, the home of Panini stickers. His name is Gianni Bellini, and his sticker collection needs to be seen to be believed.
Introducing Gianni.
Mi chiamo Gianni Bellini e sono ritenuto il più grande collezionista del mondo di figurine dei calciatori.
Gianni lives in a small town in Italy, which happens to be only 20 miles from the panini factory.
Può essere una coincidenza, però aiuta molto. Io sono quasi 40 anni che colleziono figurine di calciatori. Tutto è nato un po' per la passione per il calcio, poi dopo mi sono lasciato prendere la mano. Posseggo oltre 3.800 album, a partire dal famoso Messico 70 arrivare a Russia 2018. Peso 150-200 mila euro per la raccolta, è proprio il minimo. Credo di essere il loro archivio vivente. E io credo che aprire un pacchetto di figurine sia come cercare un tesoro, nel senso che uno apre una bustina ma non sa cosa ti trovi dentro, no? Può essere tanta gioia perché hai la figurina che ti manca, può essere una delusione perché hai la figurina doppia. La mia collezione ha un posto speciale nel mio cuore e con quello che ho investito qua potrei comprare 2 case, una al mare e una in montagna. Se dovessi vendere questa raccolta sarebbe come vendere un pezzo della mia vita.
So there you have it. If you didn't know about soccer stickers, now you can kick your own collection into high gear.
While football is usually played on the field, there's another version of the game where the best players don't even set foot on the pitch. Welcome to the world of professional foosball.
When I tell people I'm a pro foosball player, there's always a look of like astonishment. I get laughter sometimes too. What? I didn't know there's tournaments for that. Foosball? Yeah, that's the one. That's what I do. Foosball is not just a barroom game. It's a competitive sport that's played at a professional level by people all around the world. It's like a hand-to-hand combat. You're standing this close, you're standing 3 feet away from your opponent, and it's almost like you're in a fight. You're battling against each other. I come from a long line of foosball players. I got into foosball because of my dad. He played in the golden era, the 1970s, when there was a $1 million tour. I've been playing for 20 years now. So for the first 10 to 12 years of my career, I would practice on a table at home. It would be complete repetition, over and over and over. Every player in here can execute a shot or a pass, but it's a matter of constructing a solid game plan. It's like a game of chess. On the mental side, it can be pretty taxing. Physically, by the end of the weekend, you're sore. Your hands are sore, your feet are sore, so you have to be in decent shape. I always got a sweatband on my arm just in case I get into a heated match. I gotta, wipe my brow. So I go to the World Cup, which is basically our version of the Olympics, and I compete on Team USA. I do believe it should be in the Olympics. Our only problem is the fact that there's not a standardized foosball table. And I'll do whatever it takes to for the sport to reach that next level. Bottom line is, it makes me happy that this is what I do, and yeah, I love it.
When it comes to iconic football moments, few are as legendary as this sound. That's the voice of Andres Cantor, the Latin American sportscaster whose electrifying call has become the soundtrack of victory.
If you've ever been within earshot of a Spanish soccer broadcast, you've probably heard this yell. The reflexive, pulse-pounding howl that either lifts your spirits or drags it down.
It brings out a lot of emotion because it's the most important and perhaps decisive play of the game.
The goal call is an undeniable staple of soccer, and no one knows this more than Telemundo play-by-play announcer Andres Cantor. This is the story of the voice that took the U.S. by storm. Decades before Cantor even got close to a mic, he was living in Argentina looking for a big break on the pitch.
I actually wanted to play soccer professionally. I tried out in the minor leagues. Then I came to the US, played high school, played college. And the joke is that here in the US, the professional league wasn't around, so I didn't have anywhere to go. And I decided to do the next best thing, which is broadcasting.
Fast forward a few years later,
I got a call for an audition. They asked me to do play-by-play.
Contour's lively commentary was infectious.
I'm really, really passionate about soccer, and I think that transcends into my broadcast, and they hired me within 48 hours.
As Contour did more and more broadcasts, soccer was becoming mainstream in the US, hitting a fever pitch in 1994 when it hosted the World Cup.
I had the opportunity of calling all matches of that World Cup, and that created a lot of pressure on myself.
But Contour never buckled under the pressure and started attracting new fans.
And I remember that after the first couple of games, my work started getting attention.
The way he called the games was unlike anything many English-speaking Americans had heard before, especially when someone scored.
Well, basically in Latin America, we always have called the goal call the same way. Here in the US, I just was very lucky to be in a position where I helped popularize a little bit the game through my broadcast.
Though Contour didn't invent the goal battle cry, he certainly perfected it, and soccer fans old and new alike couldn't get enough.
Please welcome Univision's Andres Cantor. Andres!
I was very fortunate after 1994 that my career received so much attention. I started doing many endorsements for different companies and had cameo appearances in television shows.
I have no control! This job has taken its toll!
But despite these opportunities, Contour hasn't lost sight of why he's still doing this 30 years later.
I mean, soccer has been my life since I can remember, really. I really feel very passionate about the game, and I bring on that passion from the minute the whistle blows to the end of the game.
And finally, a remarkable team of amputee players in Sierra Leone is proving that passion, resilience, and the love for the game are stronger than any obstacle.
Football is the most popular sport in Sierra Leone. And in the city of Freetown, there is one very special team. Meet the Flying Stars.
My name is Mohamed Lapia. I play for Salon Flying Star Ampute Football Club. I play the attacking role.
Mohamed grew up playing football. But when he was only 10 years old, he stepped on a landmine and had to have his right leg amputated. And unfortunately, Mohamed isn't alone.
The Salon Flying Star Amputee football team, the all affected amputee players, and so did it.
Every member of the Flying Stars has lost limbs as a result of the violence that occurred during the Civil War in Sierra Leone. But the players don't let their injuries stop them from getting into the game.
Because they play game, we really rough. Them coaches there, they jump. They really rough.
Then they play with 1 foot, 1 leg. My name is Baitarawali. Me the coach for the Flying Star Amputee Football Club. Presently, na free toya, 30 players. 8, 9, 10, down. Well, really, we will train full time. We will train throughout the week. We go. Hey, stay. Well, really, we can train. We get on there, we can put. We get some trying dribble there, they do. We get less shots, shots to run and this, that, and short kick, long kick, penalty, shootout. I will like same thing normal, like how they able to do. Leone, change, Evans.
Not only is it a competitive sport, it is helping them cope with their injuries and overcome the stigma that's associated with the disabled.
You know, this discrimination on this country who offend himself. We need for do something where they make, we forget about the problem.
And what better way than football?
I like football, especially the ampute football. Don't change my life. They don't make and they go on the street for go big. Don't give me a word of courage. Not only me, the company player them.